That girl used to travel by flight every day but never wore a seatbelt. But surprisingly, this habit saved her life one day. When the girl was sleeping with her head on her boyfriend's shoulder, a fighter jet collided with their passenger flight. The collision was so strong that a big hole was created in the plane's body, and the strong wind pulled some passengers and air hostesses out because that girl had not worn a seatbelt. She kept colliding here and there inside when the wind started pulling him out as well. Her boyfriend kept trying to save her. He held the girl for some time, but eventually he lost his hold. He himself somehow managed to save himself by holding onto a nearby seat, but the girl started falling down with that part which had broken off from the plane. At that very moment, for the first time, he fastened his seatbelt, and in his heart, he just prayed that a miracle would happen. When the plane reached a height of just a few meters, its falling speed slowed down a little, and after a few seconds, it fell to the ground. But luckily, she survived. When she regained consciousness, she found herself in a dense forest and saw that a piece of metal was stuck in her leg. She understood that it was necessary to remove it, but as soon as she tried, she felt a sharp pain. Still, gathering courage, she tried again and finally took out the piece. Then she made a bandage of her own clothes and tied it on the wound. She slowly stood up and started calling her boyfriend. Then her eyes fell on the part of the plane lying behind. She ran there, but on seeing a dead body, she sat down in fear and fainted. After some time, her eyes opened due to a mosquito bite. Then she heard the sound of a helicopter. She quickly picked up a scarf lying nearby and ran towards the helicopter and started gesturing loudly, but the helicopter flew over. Although a man sitting in the helicopter had seen him, but an officer said that no one can survive from such a height. He was probably mistaken for a villager, but the pilot was suspicious, so he decided to go back and check again. On the other hand, when the girl's mother reached the airport, she was told that it was a car accident, while her daughter was actually on a flight. This made her think that something was being hidden. There in the jungle, the girl did not lose hope and decided that she would search for her boyfriend. Just then a tiger came there, probably attracted by the smell of blood. She started moving back slowly, but stepped on a piece of wood and the tiger saw her. She stood there in fear. Then the sound of the helicopter came again, and the tiger ran away, but the helicopter flew away again. Now she was very tired, and she was also in pain due to the injury. She thought of smoking a cigarette, but that too turned out to be broken. Feeling a little sad, she looked at the wood nearby and started thinking about something. She remembered that the flight path was towards the east, and her boyfriend was sitting in the front part of the plane. She estimated the direction with the help of a silver pin and a cloth, filled herself with water and fixed her shoes so that it would be easier to walk. After walking a little further, she saw some broken trees which made her feel that she was on the right path. But then she slipped and fell in the mud and was able to get out with great difficulty. After this, she fell down once again and had to climb on her knees. After a long time, when she somehow reached the top, the same tiger was in front of her again. She tried to run away, but the tiger started chasing her. While running, she fell into a pit and fainted. When I regained consciousness, the tiger was not there, but after a while it appeared again.